everyone, it's Doug. We haven't done a Q&A session in quite a while. I think we like to call it Doug Reacts. We recently passed the 6,000 subscriber mark, so I realized we probably have a bunch of folks who are newer to the channel, newer to our little community. So I just wanted to formally introduce myself. Hi, I'm Doug. I do Wordle and Connections playthroughs each day on this channel, Everyday Doug, based out of sunny Florida. It's living the life, if you will. I also have a second channel. It's All Doug in Games. If you like retro video games and collecting and everything associated with that, you can check that out as well. For those who have been in the community for a while, you know I relocated here a number of months back, all set up. Everything's working great, feeling great. I will make a note, give you a little personal update. I made a decision going into the beginning of 2025. I was really going to take seriously. I'm looking to better myself in terms of my physical health. So I've been on a very strict diet. I will continue to do that really it's a life change. It's not just a temporary thing, changing how I eat, get some more exercise, things of that nature. So I was considering the clickbait title of this video. You're going to see less of me on this channel. But I didn't want it to get interpreted the wrong way. But nonetheless, hopefully you'll see that there's a little less of me on screen in the days and the weeks and the months going by. And, it's again, I want to be here for a long time with everyone and do these games, whether it's Wordle or Connections or whatever other word games come up down the line that we all want to play. So thank you, everyone, for your support. I know people have been supportive of me. It really means a lot to me, and it's a great motivator for me to continue to do the things I do. So without any further ado, hey, let's go to the mailbox. So we have a great community and tons of comments every day, particularly in the Wordle videos. And so what I like to do is occasionally call out some specific comments here in the show to share with everyone the thoughts that I have. Let's just start here with SSS. I almost forgot the fourth S, 9372, who asks, and this is referring to a puzzle a few weeks back, is there a specific reason you started with double O on the same rare day the answer starts with double O? And I remember that. Another one in the same vein was we had a Fearless Friday. Fearless Friday, of course, we play games a little bit more difficult. We put it on hard mode. We don't do eval words on Friday. And I believe someone had suggested pizza for that particular starting word. And if I recall correctly, the answer was fuzzy. That's right. And so obviously that sparked some degree of controversy. And look, ultimately, I think what this question kind of gets to without saying it out loud is, are you a big cheaty McCheater face and cheating and making words that were super easy for you? And I get that, right? So the short answer is no. But the longer answer is, if you take a look at the channel, and anyone can do this, we've been doing this for over 1,100 or 200 episodes. The episodes where things all just perfectly fall into place, and the starting guess is like almost miraculous. Those are some of the least watched episodes of the series. People love watching the longer episodes where it takes a little more effort. I'm struggling a little. I'm really working through these. And oftentimes if people, I think, see a 2-minute episode, sometimes they choose not to tune in because they're looking for something a little more meaningful. So frankly speaking, it makes absolutely no sense for me to cheat at the games or script them or, create some setups because those episodes aren't going to be attractive to the audience. People enjoy watching me do the struggle, do the working through these. But I am committed to playing them as they come, good, bad, or ugly. So sometimes there are going to be episodes where by the power of randomness, things just fall into line perfectly. Long story short, no, there's no dubious reasons there. It's luck of the draw. We take the starting words that we get from user comments, and we put them in a list, and I work them off of a sheet. There's no rhyme or reason. When they come up, they come up. And, I think that's the beauty of it, though. I hope that answered your question. Let's move on to Nervous Sips 2622, who commented recently, can you people quit putting spoilers in the comments? Okay, here's the thing, though. The things that we're doing playthroughs of Wordle, and the comments are going to be the community talking about their experiences with that puzzle, which is naturally going to include talking about the word that's the answer and their struggles with it. And obviously, folks, their progression through the puzzle, it's fun to share. So if you don't want spoilers, what you ideally want to do is play the game first before you watch the video. And if you want to follow along with my starting word, I think a lot of people don't realize, because nobody always watches till the end of all videos. That's a YouTube thing. I don't take that personally. But if you're willing to watch to the end of my daily Wordle videos, I will tell you what the next day's starting word is going to be. So if you hang in there till the outro, you can, in fact, play along, get what tomorrow's starting word is going to be that I've used, play the game, and then watch the video. And then, by extension, check out the comments, and you won't have anything spoiled. So it's, just understand that's part of our community, what we talk about. So it's not meant to be a spoiler. It's just kind of the flow that we do it. But I appreciate, again, if you're new to the channel, you may not have quite picked up on that, and that's okay. So just trying to help out with that, and I hope you do continue to enjoy watching the show and hanging out with us each and every day. Let's see what's next in the questions here. Darren, P1J, Doug, just see you 6K. Congratulations. There you go. Thank you so much again for that. I love seeing the community grow. I think that there's room for everyone. I really mean that. And the more the happier, the more the merrier. So, hey, look, we're trying to get now to the next goal is 7,000 subscribers. So feel free, if you got friends and family that like word games, feel free to spread the word. I really do appreciate that. And if you're watching this on a regular basis, if you haven't yet hit subscribe, I'm kindly asking you, please consider doing that. What it does is it helps YouTube will provide more awareness to this channel based in part on the subscriber count. So it is what it is. It's the world we live in. But again, thank you so much for that. And here's to the next milestone, right? Let's go to the next question here. I know we have two more. Sam Bright, 3719. writes, just came back to read some more comments. It seems that evaluation words have lots of fans. That's right. So I think what you're referring to, Sam, is a number of weeks back, I decided to try doing a whole week of episodes in hard mode, because occasionally you see folks in the comments that are not thrilled with the fact that I play, I'll say, a more casual style of Wordle, where I allow myself to use an eval word that's, maybe we're trying something we know won't be the answer, but we're trying to see if we can get a little more information. And you know what's great about this game is that there are a wide variety of ways you can play, and approaches you can take to the game. Some are more competitive, and I'll say serious than others, and I've always considered this to be a more casual experience for me and what I like to share with this community. We're here to have fun, to enjoy each other's company, and it's not necessarily competitive. And that's not to say there's anything wrong with folks who like to take this from a competitive standpoint. That's totally cool. I enjoy a lot of the Wordle content on YouTube that plays the game from maybe a little more of a competitive camera angle, and is a little more in tune with very specific strategies and the math behind the game. I would recommend Rise to the Equation. If you're into that sort of thing and you haven't already subscribed to Rise to the Equation, check him out. Art. He does an amazing job looking at the science of Wordle and the mathematics and the analysis. I mean, he's incredible about presenting that. So there are different content creators for Wordle you can enjoy depending on the style that you like to play. We do have a more of a relaxed atmosphere here. And after that week of the hard words, I realized that, you know what? I had some folks kind of concerned that I used too many eval words, and then a much larger group during that week lamented that I was doing it in hard mode every day. So then we backed off, and so there you were, back to our normal schedule. And again, on Friday, Fridays, we will play. We always call it Fearless Friday, but for the other days of the week, we'll take a more relaxed approach. So I hope you do enjoy it. And again, that's the power of this. Please keep the feedback going. It is everything is read and taken into consideration. That's why we do things like that experiment that we did a few weeks ago. Let's see. I got time for another one here. Let's talk to whatever. I like that screen name. I'm probably in a minority here, but I would like to see the stats screen at the end of your solves. Okay, that's a good question. I think that's one that I get from folks that are newer to the channel. So a couple of things here. Number one, like I said before, we play kind of a more casual, relaxed way. I'm not really in tune and thinking too much about stats. And the other thing to keep in mind, and this is going to kind of get a little behind the weeds, behind the scenes, into the weeds, that's what I was looking for, behind the scenes. So we record the daily Wordle episodes about a week in advance at any given point in time. And what we're able to do is, hopefully they won't change that, but you can actually run your system clock forward a little bit and see a few days into the looking glass in the future on the Wordle puzzles, and we do that so that we can record these in a session. And I'll be honest, look, it's a bit of a quality of life thing for me. I don't think you'd get a quality daily video from me if I had to get up at midnight every night and record these and produce them each day. You'd probably see a very groggy, tired Doug. Anyway, it just wouldn't be the same. We record these in the session. That's why I can kind of like give you my best energy, really, be there and give you everything I can in terms of sharing the experience. The downside of this is there's technical reasons. I won't make this a 45-minute Windows operating system video, but it's very difficult to be able to have the web app for Wordle keep stats correctly when you're moving your system data and your clock back and forth all over the place. So unfortunately, it's not easy to do stats. So unfortunately, that's just a part of the show that we don't particularly choose to go. I kind of keep track of, where I am in terms of how long it's been since the last time I failed, and we do occasionally reference, oh man, I'm coming up on 100 days, 200 days, what have you. So we will from time to time talk about it, but I don't do a day-to-day look at it. So there you go. All right, well, folks, that's going to be it for this episode of Doug Reacts. Again, the comment section here, the channel is kind of our main hub for this little community. So please, in the comments for the individual Wordle and the connections, I'd love to see more engagement in the connections videos. Feel free to let us know how you did with your connections puzzles. Any general feedback at all is always welcomed. I look forward to continuing to do these. I look forward to being a little less of me each day on the screen. Again, thank you so much for your support, your love. It is just super cool. It's just an amazing feeling. And with that, I thank you again, and I'll see you next time on Everyday Doug.